have you gone out?
No, I was just in the bedroom changing.
Yeah, so I see.
What? How do you like it?
You look great.
Why, thank you.
What prompted this?
Oh, my grandmother Kate paid me an impromptu visit this morning.
Unpleasant?
Oh, visits from your grandmother are always unpleasant, Peter. She did set me straight on a few things.
Well, from the looks of you, they were all the right things.
Oh, yeah, they were all right, all right.
I like this. Don't think I've ever seen it before.
Oh, I guess I haven't worn it for a while.
I think we should celebrate.
Yeah, well, how was your business meeting this morning?
It's all right.
Just all right?
Well, you know, that isn't important. What is important is this. Gee, I'd like to know what your grandmother said to you to bring this about.
She made me see what I am.
Are you crazy?
Joe, would it be so terrible if you gave yourself up?
Hey, toss me in prison and throw away the key.
Maybe not. Joe, I know this fantastic lawyer, Stryker Bellman. He was Dennis Carrington's lawyer.
Dennis Carrington?
Yeah, that's right. He's the one that was arrested.
Wait, is he the guy that they convicted for the murder of Chris Shaw?
Well, he confessed, but Stryker Bellman got his sentence reduced from first-degree murder to manslaughter. And I'm sure that he could lighten your sentence, too, if you would just give yourself up. Joe, I could come and visit you while you were in prison, and then when you get out...
Hey, look, did you notice Dennis Carrington?
Not very well. Why?
Elena, there's something I gotta tell you.
What?
I wanted to do it for a couple of weeks now, but I just couldn't.
Tell me what?
I killed Chris Shaw.
I don't believe you.
Mrs. Wheeler, did you ever reach Dennis?
No. I've been trying all day, but he's not in the apartment.
Well, I think he's probably in the park. Ever since he got out of jail, he's been spending a lot of time in the park. Now that he's going back to jail, I'm sorry.
I'll continue to do everything I can to secure his release and have him exonerated.
I don't know how that's going to be possible, Mrs. Wheeler. Not unless they find that Joe Foster person. If he's the one who killed Chris Shaw, he's probably out of the country by now.
Wherever he is, I'll find him.
Will you look at that? Look what just walked in. Now that's what I call a real knockout.
Ruby.
Billy Joe!
Ruby. What are you doing here?
Well, you sure don't look very happy to see me.
Well, I'm just amazed, that's all.
Well, I tried to call you a couple days ago to tell you I was coming, but I couldn't get any answer.
Well, where'd you call?
Your apartment. Then I got busy with one thing and another, and I didn't get a chance to call back.
Well, I was out of town a couple of days ago.
Oh, yeah? Well, I've been reading in the papers about how you're becoming a big wheel in the music business.
Well, yeah, I was up in Nashville taking care of some business for my client, Lena Decker.
Nashville? You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
Well, Nashville's where I just come from. I know that town like the back of my hand. See, I've been working in the music business myself there about the past year or so. Didn't Mom write you and tell you about how I was in the music business, too?
Last word I got from Mama was that she hadn't heard from you in more than a year.
Oh, yeah, well, it's true. I have been kind of bad about keeping in touch. What with one thing and another, the music business really keeps you hopping.
Well, last thing Mama heard was that you were, working for some gospel music company in Atlanta as a secretary.
Well, yeah, that's how I got my start.
Oh. Ruby, this is a friend of mine, Bobby Sue Baker. Bobby Sue, this is my sister, Ruby Wright.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet Billy Joe's sister. I could see the family resemblance.
It's a real pleasure to meet you, too.
Thank you.
Billy Joe, my throat is absolutely parched. Now, do you think you could get me a nice cold beer while I go freshen up a little bit in the ladies' room?
Yeah,
The
sure.
ladies is right that way.
Thank you. I'll be right back.
Your sister really is something.
Yeah, she really is.
I don't believe you, Joe.
Well, you better believe it, because it's true.
Dennis killed Chris. He confessed.
Well, then he confessed to a murder he didn't commit.
Yeah, but the police said that they found the murder weapon right near Dennis's hand.
Sure they did, because I put it there.
Why are you telling me this, Joe?
I guess it's just been on my conscience too long. And I wanted to tell you before I left.
I found Chris's body.
I know. And that's another reason why I waited to tell you till now.
Why did you do it, Joe?
My boss sent me to find the key. The key that Bernie stuffed in that teddy bear that he gave you.
Yeah, but Chris didn't have that key.
Well, we didn't know that at the time.
What did Chris say to you?
We got in this big fight. He had me pinned down on a table and he was choking me with his hands. And I just reached for the nearest thing I could find and I hit him.
The paperweight.
Honest, Elena, I didn't mean to kill him. But when somebody's choking you to death, you don't think too clear. You just try and get him to stop.
Dennis was sentenced to prison.
I know.
For 5 years, Joe.
Hey, look, there ain't nothing I can do about that. But he's eligible for parole in 2.5 years.
Joe, you can't let Dennis go to jail for a murder that you committed.
It wasn't murder. It was self-defense.
I don't care what it was, Joe. You have got to turn yourself in.